brother.
Shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites come out and prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, America, which is called the daughter of Babylon in the Bible, and to teach you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're the Lord's chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel. We want to give all praise and glory to double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone Camps for teaching us the truth of the Bible. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered around the world. I'm Brother Amor.
And Brother Kawhi.
Brother Marakab.
And today we want to speak about wisdom and humbleness and how we got to fear the Lord and how Shai whenever when we come into this truth, you know. And we'll start off in Philippians 2:14 and speak about wisdom and knowledge, because the beginning of knowledge, the beginning of knowledge is the fear of Yahweh Shai. Yeah, 2 and 14.
Philippians 2 and 14. Do all things without murmurings and disputings.
So it says, do all things without murmurings. And definition for murmurings, one of the definitions is a grudge. And what's the other?
So murmuring, is that's what you say, disputings?
Murmurings.
Alright, murmurings is a secret debate, secret displeasure not openly avowed. Muttering, the word is gongismos, and it basically says secret displeasure not openly avowed, without quarrels, discontent, without murmurs.
Yeah, and the definition in the Strong's info is a grudge. And definition for grudge in the etymology definition for grudge in the etymology, to complain, of some special cause.
It says grudge.
Yeah. Then it said a secret displeasure. So we're not like, when we come into this truth, we're not supposed to like hold any secrets, you know, among the brotherhood.
Especially amongst each other.
Yeah. So if you have like an issue with the brother, you should bring it up and settle the issue.
What tells you in the scriptures? You know, you pull a brother to the side, and if you guys come together, then you gain a brother though. And if still not the cause though, you believe it's safe to bring 2 or 3 more, and then you bring it to the congregation though. And if you still can't get it, you gotta treat the dude like a heathen. You know what I'm saying? It's structure though.
1 Peter 4:9. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. So,
there you go.
you know, what you all know what grudging means, man. Why do we have to explain it? But still, we have to explain it. You know, grudging is this. Let's say the Lord comes down and puts a crown on number one, and I'm like, hey, why'd you put a crown on me? I'm the leader. You know? That's a grudge. Or, and worst of all, if I don't say it, you know, especially if I don't say nothing to him, and then keep having church. When the first church passes, and you know, I'm looking at him like, man, second church passes, that's 2 weeks. I'm like, you know what? Third week passes, and now I'm mad because I held the grudge and I didn't bring that out like the scripture said.
Yeah,
now I don't even know why I'm mad. I'm just mad.
Yeah. In reality, that'd be a demon though. That'd be a demon.
Yeah. And then demons, oh shit, you know what, I gotta speak on this. Demons hop on you when people disagree with you. You know what I'm saying? That's what a grudge is, because it's a demon that disagrees with you. Otherwise, why would people disagree with you? Especially if you talk about the Bible.
Right, yeah. Because a lot of we come to the truth, we find out this information though. We be some, I'm not saying all brothers though, you know, but I'm saying we be over righteous though, trying to teach everybody this truth though, your family members, you know, everybody though, you know, and then you get mad at them because they don't get it. And,
It's
you know,
it's not, man.
it's not for
It's not for like. It's not for 90% of the world. That's sad to say, but it is 90% of the world. And people will get mad at you if you say things about the Lord, right? If you say, "Oh man, the Lord and everybody will get mad because they've been taught differently. Like, no, he came for everybody. Now you got a big argument. You know for a fact, if you go to, even if you go to John 3:16, you know what that word means, world means. Right? If you go to Matthew 24:14, you know what that word for world means. You don't know the difference. How you gonna fucking tell them, motherfucker? I'm gonna call you motherfuckers because that's what you guys are. They'll be like, oh man. And this happened to me at the training. I would say stuff, and then I would walk out of the class, and these young bitches would be like, he's a weirdo, he's a weirdo. Like telling all the people.
like
Murmuring, that's exactly what it was, murmuring. And then they would tell the teacher, and I was like, so then the teacher called me and said, you gotta write whatever, because I told the teacher, I pulled her aside and I said, look, these bitches are I didn't say it like that, you know what I mean? These are disrespectful, you know, they're just being loud, I can't hear what I'm focusing on. And I just wanted to let you know before things get out of hand. And guess what? Things got out of hand. But those two girls, or those three girls, their character is heathens, you know, they're worldly. They'll say stupid shit like, I'm gonna change my name, middle name, because it's my name, daddy. And then all the other girls, all of them will be like, you go, girl. And then I'll say, I'm a prince. Oh shit, yeah. You know where I'm going. What do you mean? But why did it have to go from me being better than you? Same reason. Lord touched around on him, and I was like, hey, I'm not me. It's because everything we say should hit you right in the heart. Boom. And that's where it hit you. But you didn't know you were reacting to the scriptures. You were just reacting to your own idea that, why is this guy a prince?
Yeah, what's that? Young Brothers, Capital, the apostles that do that at the end, you know, he came up, like, why do you guys teach about, like, you know, love? I mean, it should be love, though. But why you guys, like hate that dude, that Jake, though, that came at the apostles' camp yesterday, though? So he was just, I mean, they were cutting them, though, you know, but he just couldn't accept the fact that, you know, Yahweh is also, he bad, too, you know?
Yeah.
He's bad, too. Two sides of the coin, though, you know? He just couldn't accept that. In
Just
other
couldn't
words.
deal with it.
Yeah.
Because his mind wouldn't let him. The demon inside his mind wouldn't let him. So that goes back to murmurings. You know, the thing is, you do teach about love. Self-love.
Telling you who you are.
Who the fuck you really are. Love yourself for who the fuck you really are. Love him for who he is. For who he really is. Man, I was watching
The Predator?
Yeah.
I need to watch. I want to watch it.
I don't want to ruin it for you, but you should watch it. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna ruin the first part. There's you know that young Yahweh, he is actually a run, and his big brother's helping him, teaching him, training him. And his dad comes and says, "How come you haven't killed him yet?" Oh shit! That's the same fucking way that this man is. How the fuck you gonna deal with that? Yeah. I just had to say it like that. Most people don't understand. Like, this man, look at him. Look at him. Does he look nice? It's all about love, self-love, like love for his people. Right?
I said earlier, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
It tells you that in scriptures, though, you know?
So read that one again.
To do all things without murmurings and disputings.
And disputings, and get that definition for disputings.
And the word for disputing is, dialogismos. I don't even have to get it. I just know from the first part, dialogue is
Dialogue.
speaking. The thinking of a man deliberating with himself, a thought, inward reasoning, purpose, design, a deliberation, questioning about what is true, hesitation, doubting, disputing, arguing.
So it said, questioning yourself about what is true. You know, we shouldn't have no question about this truth. You know,
If the apostles say the chariots are the UFOs and those are the angels driving them, it might hit you weird. You might feel a little salty, but all you gotta do is get into it.
Ezekiel, the first chapter, it talks about it.
All these prophets had interactions with the angels. Even us, you guys don't, I mean, the things that happen to me are like make my hair stand up, but you guys probably don't even notice those things. But it's good that you don't notice, because then you'll change your fucking way of thinking.
Yeah, when it came to the chariots, I believe right away, because I had to tell the story when I was 10. That when we visited us, my family, we were kids, we didn't understand what it was, you know? So when it came to the chariots, just the precepts and that whole topic about the chariots, my spirit just right away, like, I believed it, you know? I didn't have, you know, I right away believed it, though. Because it makes sense, though, you know? It makes sense that those are the chariots, though, you know? How about Shem Shai, though, man? How they come in different shapes, though. The color of them, though. You know what I'm saying, though? In Ezekiel, the first chapter, though, you know, that it just how it broken down to it, it's just like, oh, it just makes sense, though, because sometimes they're small, it's like they turn to different colors, though. And it's like, oh, it makes sense, though. The pillar of fire that helped us, though, and you know, through the wilderness, though. Like, what else could have lightened up the
whole sky?
Exactly, making it look like it was daytime. What could make that possible, you know? Exactly, though. So it just makes sense, though, you know. But,
So this one I'm going to read in the NLT. Philippians 2:14. Do everything without complaining and arguing.
yeah, and then definition for disputing, it said deliberating. Yeah.
You know what a deliberate is? It's when you go to court and they fucking read the shit to you. I got this against you, I got that against you.
Because deliberate, it says done with careful consideration to balance and make level.
yeah, it's resolved upon.
So in order for you to make this level for you, there's nothing you can really do. I'm sorry to say that. There's nothing you can really do. You have to be pre-chosen.
And go to 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Because when we come into this truth, you know, you have to examine yourself.
2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates.
So that's where you have to check yourself to make sure that you're in the faith. You know, is your faith, are you believing in the correct doctrine?
And most of these camps, there's a lot of camps. Wi-Fi this, Wi-Fi that. Soldiers of Yahweh Shai. Something of the way.
Oh, leaders of the way.
Yeah, leaders of the way. GLCC. I mean, there's a bunch of, and they all have their own different ideas. And the only reason that they popped up is because they don't agree with the Apostle Torah.
Yeah, you hear from Sakari, you know?
Because how the hell are you gonna call him? He's gonna be a king. The will of Hebrew. I bet you, when you get in the kingdom, he's gonna shoot a laser through your fucking chest. Remember that one day you called me a motherfucker? And if he doesn't, I will. Because I remember that.
First metal. First metal, yeah.
You said, this guy, that's it. You don't talk to a man like he's got honor, man. Don't you think upon yourself, damn, this dude is really smart.
Exactly. You should show at least, should have showed at least some respect, though, you know?
Some respect.
Call him, oh, this motherfucker, like it's his homie or some shit, you know?
He ain't your homie.
He ain't your homie.
He ain't your fucking homie.
Elder.
At the very least, he's your daddy. Because it says, except ye be reprobates. Come on, wait, boss. See, I don't have a problem calling him boss. It don't matter to me. You know why? Because I'm glad he's saved. That's what it matters. That's what really matters. What's that word? Reprobate? You're gonna hate this. 296 Adapuro. Not standing the test. Not approved.
No good. Huh?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna read, bro.
No good.
Or unfit, unproved.
That means you failed the test, you know. And the test is staying in this truth, you know. That's the test. And if you fall out, that means you failed. You know.
And you know how you know when you failed is you're doing. Now you're a weirdo. Now you are a weirdo. I'm not a weirdo. We're not weirdos. You're the weirdo because you got fucking sticks up your butt now, man. You let a woman that I don't know. You probably told her, look, babe, I'm making this. And you know why people do some shit like that? Because the elite, they're possessed by demons, right? They'll send someone to you and be like trying to convince you to do wicked shit so that you can get some money.
I got it. Luke 14 and 29, it says, less happily after he had laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it began to mock him. Aren't we doing that right now with fucking these gorilla niggas? Say this man began to build and was not able to finish.
The house was half built.
And you know what makes it?
He couldn't even build this house of Sakari. No motherfuckers went to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, the Genesis.
And it makes me think of some people that were in our camp. They called themselves Arar Shafan, the ancient person. But he wouldn't fucking listen. I told him, get Deuteronomy 28. Well, no, I got this. He's mine. What the fuck you talking about? He's yours. He's ours. Group. Teamwork. This dude never fucking.
The house of Saul, that's the 2/3. That's the 2/3 house. Right? And the house of David is built.
Yeah, and just, that's beautiful that you say that. That's spiritual because the house of Saul will throw a spirit. And Saul got his spirit. Why? Because it's jealousy.
They didn't finish, you know.
And then he got scared and they called on a ghost, on a fucking witch. For what? To Father Samuel?
Did he kill himself?
Yeah, he ended up killing himself.
He had a bad fucking end.
No, he killed himself.
And it was him and his son that died? Yeah, right.
Read that one in NLT.
And it's like he's the same person, right? The same person that didn't wait for Samuel. And he did an offering, right? Burnt offering or something else. And and Samuel just told him, hey, because of that, you became you reprobate, yeah? You know? It's not gonna be to you, now it's gonna be to someone else, which is King David. Yeah. You see?
And you got just to speak on that, you should have fucking waited.
We should have waited.
You should have fucking waited.
Even if it was hours, even if it was
weeks, man.
yeah, you know, like
what do you got to do? Go bring me a cat. I'm waiting for Samuel.
Yeah, exactly, you know? Yeah, it's like with with us though, I told his brother I was running late, you know, and things like that though, so we came at the same time, we all came at the same time, you know, pretty much though, you know?
And that's called what's it called? Together, there's a word for it. It escapes me because that's what we are. We're together. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, harmony. We're in harmony. Last time, I didn't even tell the brothers where this one, but we weren't.
Oh, yeah. Last week?
Yeah. And we all were late today. In harmony. See, we do what the Lord tells us.
You gotta have patience.
And none of us said, well, you better hurry up. We're going to start the
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me read this in the NLT. 2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine yourselves to see if your faith is genuine. Test yourselves. Surely you know that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is among you. If not, you have failed the test of genuine faith.
That's what it's about, is genuine faith. You have genuine the definition for genuine is natural. You know?
So that's within the spirit that you're naturally gonna, do things.
That's why everybody hates us. That's why you hate Apostle Tahar because he's natural. That's why you hate the Apostle Rakat because he's natural. You hate Apostle Ramla because he's natural. You hate Apostle Gabar because he's natural.
They hate the name Yahushua
You don't got no gimmicks.
because it's natural.
See, calling yourself anything out of what you are is unnatural.
Yeah, that's right.
Jesus is not natural. You know?
But guess what? It's okay for you to say that because you failed the test.
Yeah.
Somebody that's not okay with that, even if they're a Christian, whatever walk of life it comes from, it's gonna harmonize. What is it? Harmony. It's gonna harmonize. See?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
See that?
First time into that.
That's beautiful harmony.
Sound is
And I'm gonna say this thing, but it's gonna make me sound like I'm something special. I don't think I am. But when I sit in my garage and I'm fucking mad, I don't know, the angel makes me even more scared. He'll be like opening the door when it's locked, dropping keys on the floor, making my fucking face hot. These are the things that I have experienced when I'm thinking about these things. And guess what? I do get scared because I'm a human. But the instinct is the Hawashai's with me, right? So even though I am scared, like that Yautja, like the Borderlands, that Yautja was scared when he was watching his brother, fight his dad. That must have been scary because I don't know if the father was. I'm not gonna ruin it for, but it seemed like he was trying to motivate his son because his son had to go for a hunt, and he didn't want to fail the test. Because to fail the test means dead.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That movie's fucking awesome.
And if a predator doesn't kill what he's supposed to, though, right? I believe he can. Yeah, either he kills himself or he gets killed or something like that. Because I know the second predator. That's what happened with that dude, though. Remember, they came in that craft, though. And, a lot of them appeared to Jake, though. Yeah.
Then what happened? He lowers himself up.
Yep.
Because he fucking failed.
Hell, yeah.
Let me read that one again, because that one I want to get it. 2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine yourselves to see if your faith is genuine. Test yourself. Surely you know that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is among you. If not, you have failed the test of genuine faith.
The way I test myself is I watch the other camps and see it. They're speaking the same thing that Great Millstone are speaking. You know? Are they saying that the mark of the beast is the Arphite Egypt? You know?
That's the problem.
Because if not, they don't have genuine faith.
Because you don't know who your enemy is. You don't know who Satan is. You don't know what lengths he'll go to just to fucking get you.
Yeah. I got a piece of 1 Peter 2:16. It says, "Be as free men, not using your liberty as a cloak for evil, but as servants of power." And then 17 it says, "Honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear God, honor the king."
I would say
It's simple, it's simple.
And worse than that, when Masha was here, he was the actual king.
That scripture reminds me too of the conclusion of all things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, is it Galacticus 13?
This is the conclusion of
man?
all things.
Is it of men?
Yeah.
The duty of men?
Yeah.
And I bet you if King Masha came back, I bet you Apostle Tahar would be like, "This is your church." He wouldn't be no fucking proud boy. And the worst part about that is when King Marshall died, the split happened. I stayed between. And then UIC, all those things came and they just waited for King Marshall to die so they could speak or do their thing. And my king in here. Nobody's fucking watching. Oh yeah, I was gonna say this. King Saul was about 6'4", 6'5". King David was about 5'8". How do you get jealous of somebody that's smaller than you? And everybody was like, he's so small, he's weak, he's this and that. But his heart was big, full of faith. He sang songs to the Lord. When he was alive. Just think about this. If you're herding a sheep or goats, the sheep don't have a schedule like you. They don't, oh, it's 4 o'clock, the sun's gonna go down, let's go back to the barn. They'll stay right there the whole fucking day. They'll travel miles, and wherever they end up, that's where they stay. So you have to be with those animals, take them into what? Lions, wolves, adult type predators, people that want to steal your shit. King David was out there with a slingshot.
So he was out there probably far though too.
Yeah.
Probably didn't probably see him for days or something, you know?
Yeah. And I know this for a fact because my dad does this. He'll go farm and he'll go fucking far fuck out there all by himself. And he tells me this and he's like, yeah, sometimes I'm scared, but I just say, you know what I mean? You know? And he might not be right about all the kinds of things, but at least he has faith, you know? So just imagine King David facing the lion. That ain't nothing to me. I had lions and wolves.
Wrestling with fighting, you know?
Just imagine protecting a sheep, man, getting mauled up by wolves or lions.
Yeah.
I know for a fact because one time I got pigeons, right? My uncle gave me white pigeons, white doves. And I built them a cage out of plastic. And the cat came overnight and killed it. And it was such a horrible sound. I was like 12. And I thought to myself, I should go out there and protect it. But I was too scared. You know? Too scared. And it was just a cat. But it was dark. I couldn't see. It woke me up. Just imagine King David. Fuck.
Yeah.
So we're not used to the things that we're used to. So when it says examine yourself to see if your faith is genuine, how do you gonna do that? You gotta compare yourself to people in the scriptures. There's no better person to do that.
Second Peter 1:20. Because this is not our own thing. This is what we have, this understanding.
Alright, 2 Peter 1:20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
It's not a private interpretation. That means that we didn't make this stuff up. You know, the Bible wasn't a made-up fairy tale. You know,
White mantle. What
Yeah.
Jake's calling it, white mantle.
like the Christians, they try to make it like a fairy tale. You know, like they try to make a play, try to do plays out of this. You know, but this is the Lord kills. You know, he ain't playing around.
Yeah. The Lord does kill, man, and he makes alive.
So the man that wrote this scriptures, it's not up there.
2 Peter 1:21. For the prophecy came not into old time by the will of man, but holy men of Yahweh spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit or the Holy Ghost.
So they weren't just regular, ordinary men. You know, they were men with the Holy Spirit. You know, how is it that they all the prophets spake of the same thing, but in a different time period?
Captivity, timeline,
Yeah.
different, you know.
They saw the same visions.
Yeah, a lot of the prophets saw the America getting destroyed, man. You know, Ezra, John, Revelator, Isaiah, all these great men saw America getting destroyed, though. You know, by the time they didn't know it was this place, though, but they saw a place get destroyed. You know, John, the lake of fire, though.
How you gonna make up that prophecy? You know,
Right?
Right?
how you gonna make up a prophecy like that?
You can't make up a story like that. 'Cause they'll put you in a cuckoo bin.
Is it just a coincidence?
Yeah. And there's no such thing as coincidence, man. I got a
Yeah, that's like saying the free will.
Yeah. Isaiah 8:1, it says, "Moreover, the Most High said unto me, Take thee a great roll and write in it with a man's pen concerning my Harshasabas." It's like if I said it wrong though. But you see, what it says, "Moreover, the Most High said unto me, Take thee a great roll and write in it with a man's pen." No? Come on now.
That means that the angel told him.
No.
Yeah. How are you going to believe that?
The angel made him write it.
Well, for one, you got to be from the same tribe.
Yeah. And you have to be an Israelite
You have to have the same culture.
in order to write.
You have to have the same beliefs. Otherwise, everybody in this tribe will be like, "Simone, you're fucking crazy. You're retarded. What do you mean you talk to God face to face? Get the fuck out of here." And that's exactly what they said. And that's exactly why he killed Balvin. That's why he killed that, what's it called? The Ethiopian?
Oh no. Yeah. When he
half-
slayed him? Yeah.
That half Israelite. I don't even know. And that was just to prove to you, motherfucker, that you can't be no half Israelite. I gotta be something. Matthew 17:5. But even as he spoke, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and a voice from the cloud said, "This is my dearly loved son, who brings me great joy. Listen to him."
Because these men, they're no ordinary men. Like that one song, "This is no ordinary love." You know?
And that's what it is, because it's not ordinary. Just like in that movie, The Borderlands, you gotta love the clan more than you love your fucking family. And the father said, "You're a runt. You're dishonor the whole clan."
You gotta have, what they say, call it one love. You know? Because there's many different kinds of loves.
Yeah.
There's a love that's tainted. You know?
Like that song. And that's you know what? I have to say this. That's what's going on in Babylon. You've got husbands and wives, especially husbands letting their wives fuck other guys. Why? Because they're afraid to be alone. They're afraid to be without a woman. I got some fucking news for you. Many people look at your wife and say, "Bitch, I'm tired. I don't want to be with you." Guess what? You can have two wives because she is not going to leave. I know for a fact. I've been trying to do that for a while. And now I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get another wife. But I'm not going to tell her anything bad anymore. Because that just, it doesn't do what I wanted it to do. I really wanted her to leave. But she's like, "Fuck that. I know who you are.
Yeah.
I ain't leaving."
Yeah, it's the same thing. My homie would have left a long time ago. But they're like, "What the fuck do you see in me that you don't fucking leave, right?"
And they're not going to tell you what they see.
Yeah, exactly. They're not gonna say shit.
Because it'll get into your fucking head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this brother. Like, I was so happy that I pulled him out of that fucking fire. That day, I remember that day crystal clear. Right? I'm gonna go to Turkey and see a prophet. Remember? And I was like, well, the prophets are, over here. We're the prophet, blah, blah, blah. And finally, somebody believed. You know? Fuck you. I need a break.
Yeah, that's when everything started coming along. I started reading the Bible and started telling this brother about what I read. Because I didn't know that.
Because it's important. And that's really why brothers tell everybody, because we don't know who's supposed to hear. Did I read this one? I got another precept. 2 Peter 1:21, the NLT. Actually, let me read 1:20 and 21. Above all, you must realize that no prophecy in Scripture ever came from the prophet's own understanding or from human beliefs. No, most prophets were moved by the Holy Spirit, and they spoke from Yahweh.
So they spoke with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Crying on his fucking name. And I told him, "You're tired, though." That's the internet. You're tired of fucking thing. What did he do with it?
That's not wise, you know, to ride on, you know.
I didn't do this. I did this.
Yeah, jackass. But I mean, then he deserved that no air. That's fucking tired.
Oh, you got nowhere, brother.
No?
It was riding on the literal ring. The
Oh,
tire
was it? Oh, I didn't get to see it.
Okay, let's talk about that. You didn't get a chance to see it, but my eyes seen it, and I have fucking terrible eyes. It makes me wonder why the fuck I get to see little things like that. You know, seriously. Like, I take my glasses off and I can't read a fucking thing. I put them on and barely can read. But I seen them. That's the first thing I seen. You know, that
Yeah, I think it.
Two Mustangs, one follow, one older one, like early 2000, and one in the front of it. Literally, the rim was exposed, and you could see inside it, and the tire was.
Oh, yeah, it's done. Yeah.
That's a lot of information,
Yeah,
right? So verse 21 says, "For from human initiative, no, those prophets were moved by the Holy Spirit." Well, he was moved by something else. He thought I was like, ready. No, bitch, the tire is fucked up. It's gonna mess up the bill.
Those men are back today, you know, which are great, you know, men of great millstone.
Yeah, and the
It's not speaking about IUIC, you know.
that should tell you a whole lot because IUIC they have this thing where they do AI and they put the elders in the positions of where they're flying around and
yeah, that all that fucking yeah.
Superpowers and especially Nate, he's like holding white Jesus. And, come on, man.
Yeah.
You're making them. You're pumping them up.
If they call themselves the elect, right? It's like, doesn't it say in the scriptures that you're gonna have new bodies? Well, how the fuck are you gonna look still the same? You know what I'm saying though? Because in the scripture it talks about when you enter the chariot though, you're gonna have a new body though. So you're gonna be perfect though. How are you gonna look still you're gonna go and still look the same and come down as the elect though? You know what I'm saying? We don't know how, we're the hopeful elect though, Lord will, but we don't know how we're gonna look though when we come out of the chariot. You know what I'm saying though? We're gonna probably be dark though, man. You know?
Yeah.
We're probably gonna look different.
Bigger.
Yeah, probably bigger. Gonna have an afro or something though, you know? We don't know how we're gonna look though, but the thing is though, it's like, how are you gonna get saved, right? And then come back and still look the same. You still got a fucked up tooth, or you got, you know what I'm saying? No, overweight.
Oh shit, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense though, man.
And the beautiful thing is, like John, he said he was in the chariot, he looked down and he seen what he seen. But what happened after that? He came down and he was sick.
Oh yeah.
Daniel was sick.
Ezra
was sick. And then after I seen those visions, I got sick because we can't function on that high spiritual level with these bodies. So how the fuck are you gonna put yourself in a position where this body that you have right now is a superpower body?
You're gonna be able to be a celestial, like come down and it's a terrestrial spirit body, so man.
At the very least, acknowledge your suffering. Be real about it. Like, you know that if you have dark skin, you're not gonna get sunburn. But if you have light skin, you might get suntan. Shit, if we had the perfect bodies, we would not be wearing anything.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It'd be hot.
How we just,
Go to Romans 12:3. Speaking about bodies, and Yahushai, he's the body, and we all are parts of the body.
We all have a purpose. Romans 12:3. For I say through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as God hath dealt to every man the measure of faith.
That's IURC. But here IURC making animations on it, right?
It says, don't think of yourself better than what you are. That's what Nate Bishop says. He's got a horse, and he's on the high horse.
Literal and.
But he's gonna fall off that high horse.
He's making himself think he's better than what he is, but he's supposed to be here Babylon for warning.
Yeah, cause isn't he somewhere right now? Is he out of the country or some shit?
He's always, taking trips.
Right, he's vacationing. Yeah.
Probably has a catering service.
Last time I heard he was in Atlanta, they bought land or some shit. That's the last I heard about that dude. The fucking lawnmower chair and shit, all relaxed though. You know what I'm saying? That's the last I heard about
dude.
dude.
Rich.
He is.
Yeah, he got money though.
He's got that 501c3 working for him. Everything he buys is tax free.
See, dude is making his kingdom here. You know what I'm saying? He's comfortable for his decision though.
All of you IOS brothers are.
It's like he's in the kingdom already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His kingdom's here, you know?
How's he gonna be in the kingdom and then go to the kingdom?
You're gonna have a better kingdom. See,
if you're setting yourself high right now, you're gonna be low in the kingdom.
That's the scripture.
And
I'll
it
look
says,
for it.
do
You
not-
got it? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, got it.
and it says not to think himself more highly than he ought to.
So really, we're just pieces of shit. What's that one?
Righteousness is filthy rags. Yeah.
Yeah, because think about your day, man. Think about how hard it is, how tired you get at the end of that day.
That's where I'm at right now. I already went to work.
Yeah.
And it's the end of my day right now.
And you're fucking tired, right? You just want rest. Like if you had a choice between eating and resting, you probably choose rest.
That's what has to come first.
But one day we're gonna be in the kingdom and we won't even have to deal with that bullshit. Not this day. I ain't gonna buy myself a fucking big old giant plot of land. And I don't know what you're doing to those brothers, but I'm pretty sure you're getting tithes off them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And each one of those IUIC brothers, they all have jobs, good jobs. They have 401ks. I know this, man.
Oh, yeah, they probably got the good jobs. Because, they're worldly, though, These motherfuckers are getting the good jobs, though,
You know how I know this? Because you guys all do it on the weekend. On Saturday or Sunday. You never do it on a day that's like we're doing it. We're doing it because we have to help each other out. We don't got time during the week. We don't got time Saturday. We got time, perfect time today. But you guys do something that I'm noticing. You all got lined up beards. Lined up beards. Look at mine. I can't afford to buy a haircut. I could, but then I would be hurting, right? Those are filthy rags.
Because also the bodies of chains of darkness. Our bodies are chains of darkness.
Damn, and you know, that doesn't mean that we're black. It means that we're supposed to be in mourning.
The house of mourning right now.
So our bodies break down.
I got sick last week. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Fuck up. Like, I feel like those people that are what's called fentanyl. Like, like I had to go home from the last and I was like, man, I feel like fucking, like I'm not here.
Yeah, one of those, yeah.
And then I got home, and I slept all day, and I woke up and I still felt kind of bad. So how are you gonna function like that? You gotta examine yourself, right?
So Nate Bishop, he's really hurting the body of Mashiach. He's like that tire.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
on rib.
got the Romans 12:4.
You on rib.
Just as our bodies have many parts, each part has a special function.
All the camps have a different function. Some are to speak the truth, and some are not.
Yeah.
You don't have to get married to a sister in your church, and IUIC has the most women in the church. And you guys, I know you guys got a special program where you make these women pay, and then you set them up with a brother, and then you make them marry. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, like Why is it like, you don't have to worry about another man's woman though? That's his woman though, man.
Let me pick my own disaster, please.
Yeah. What the fuck you getting into like the people's relationships and shit, man?
And remember,
That's
I told
weird,
you,
man.
I told you, brothers, if you think a woman is pretty, talk to her. And then you'll be sorry that you thought she was pretty. Because she's gonna tell on herself. What do the women tell on themselves?
Yeah. You're like, man, what the fuck is this bitch? No, I just seen this earlier clip though. A rapper asked a woman, "Hey, who's on the $100 bill?" And this bitch said Benjamin Washington. And she looked pretty. She's pretty though, right? But her just answering that though goes to show like, man, this bitch is stupid. She said the dude just asked him, right? And then this guy is rapper Blueface, and he literally has that fucking Ben Franklin on his face. Yeah. And he asked that girl, right? Like, hey, so who's on the $100 bill? Benjamin Washington. Who the fuck is that?
She never had to pay for anything in her life.
Oh,
She's
no.
so fucking pretty.
She's a pretty bitch, but like it just made her look so stupid though, you know? Like it's unattractive though, you know?
So, about that, you guys don't pick the pretty bitches. They are stupid and full of delusion. Even the ugly bitches.
Yeah, you know, these heavy set bitches think they have status. Get the fuck out of here,
They
man.
have the nastiest bodies. I call them Dorito bitches because they have a Dorito top.
Oh, you said that yesterday. Oh, last week.
Goodness gracious, man. How you gonna think you're so fucking sexy like that? And you know what? That woman, she's in her right mind. Because this is her world.
I got to fix that. 1 Corinthians 12 and 24, it says, for our commonly parts have no need, but God hath tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to the part which lacketh. See?
Hey, brother was saying earlier about harmony. I was saying that, there's a group called Bone Thugs and Harmony, and when they all sing, it sounds nice,
It's a nice melody though.
Yeah, like a melody. But if one singer is off, it's gonna make the song not sound good.
Yeah, like this brother. See, this brother speaking her part. This brother speaking her part. I'm speaking their part. It's called harmony. Try going to a concert and then everybody's fucking singing at the same time. Different fucking parts of the song.
You're gonna notice it right away. You're notice it right away.
Yep.
Luke 14:7. And read on down, wait till like 11.
Alright.
Because it's like a story. You get the NLT too.
Alright, the NLT is Luke 14, verses 7 to 11 in the NLT. When Yahushua noticed that all had come to dinner and were trying to sit in the seats of honor near the head of the table, he gave them this advice. When you are invited to a wedding feast, do not sit in the seat of honor. What if someone who is more distinguished than you has also been invited? The host will come and say, give this person your seat. Then you will be embarrassed, and you will have to take whatever seat is left at the foot of the table. Instead, take the lowest place at the foot of the table. Then when your host sees you, he will come and say, friend, you have a better seat. Then you will be honored in front of all the other guests. For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted.
So the story is that, he got invited to a wedding, and he just wanted to sit, in the honor chair, the chair of honor. But it's better to take the low chair, the lowest chair, like not to put yourself on high all. Yeah. So not to don't when you come into this church, don't be selfish, because you have to think about the brothers too, because the brothers, they have needs too,
We're all the same table.
This brother's coming from out of town, and like this brother is ready to waking up, so
we all have different fucking things.
Yeah.
We're all at different stages in our life, right? This is the perfect example. But, we all have to sit down at the table before we start eating.
Yeah, exactly. Because before we feed ourselves, we have to feed the sheep. The Most High, Yahweh said,
Feed my sheep.
yeah,
If you love me, feed my sheep.
Because even in a cook though, someone that cooks, as a cook though, he cooks for everybody though. And once he sees everyone satisfied, hey, you guys don't want any seconds though, or you guys are good and everything. All right, cool. Then he'll start eating though, you know. I mean, I'm saying the cooks do that.
That's a good analogy right there. Because let's say we all go to the wedding, and there's one table in the preferred spot, like there's shade, we got fans, there's no flies, but there's another table that's got flies, it's at the very worst spot. You don't know whether the person that's throwing the wedding sees you as an honored guest or just a regular motherfucker.
Yeah.
You could just be the homie. Hey man, nowhere did he say, go sit with all my honored guests. No.
You got invited to it. Yeah.
Most likely that table is for the father of the wife and the father of the husband and the mother, whoever's older, right? I'm going to go sit up there on that seat of honor, man.
And that's what Nate's doing right now, you know? Setting himself on that seat of honor though. He already wants his crown already though, you know?
You ain't gonna get another crown, homie.
Yep. You ain't gonna get that one though,
You
you know?
already got your crown.
Yeah. That worldly crown though, you know? Which I think he did wear one, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He actually one of the Passovers, or I forgot what it was.
Yeah, and it was made of gold too.
Yeah, it was made out of gold though. See, like, what about second Ezra, the second chapter when it talks about the tall man, which is representing Yahweh Shai, that he's gonna put the crown on the pretty much the electo, not pretty much the electo. You know what I'm saying? What about that part? Yeah. See, and that's what Nate's doing though. He's putting himself up there like that, man. He doesn't want to humble himself though. You know, he don't even go out there and speak no more. You don't even got his men out there and speak like that. You know, he's doing all this shit for what? He had his man out there in the Super Bowl too. He had the IUIC LA, I think it was out there in the Super Bowl, man, marching and shit. It's like, nigga, you tried to do that shit one time already with Kyrie Irving. That nigga did not even acknowledge you guys. He thought you guys were a college Omega motherfuckers and shit, man.
That's exactly what you guys look like.
Yeah.
Oh man, see how the wicked got there? They know.
Yeah.
Man, this guy's fucking. Because they see that shit, and it's a worldly thing.
It is. It's a worldly thing.
And if you are a person that's like, boxing, I want to march. You just want to get seen.
That's all it is, man.
To march, because I know that speaking is tough. But if you're just marching,
That's easy. Just walking, marching, looking pretty.
doing whatever you're told to do.
Yeah. That's why Paul Tahar, Mark calls them the Nathan's minions of God's humble. Yeah.
Everybody else in the IUIC is a yellow moon.
Yeah.
Well, Luke 14:11. For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted.
So when you come to this truth, the Most High comes first. So before you do anything, you have to put out your video. Before you do anything in the day, you have to make sure that your videos are up and you're going to camp. That's humbling yourself. And by doing that, we're gonna be exalted in the kingdom. Because we're sacrificing ourselves right now.
So when you put up a video, and I know it's hard to tell, but sometimes the algorithm hides this shit. It could be the thing of the week. Like right now, what's going on is Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump shit himself. anything, right? And the algorithm will watch your video while it's uploading, and it'll say, okay, well, this is gonna help people. We gotta put it way in the fucking back. Nobody can find out. And we're not even gonna push it. People do what's called doom scrolling shorts. And your short should pop up too. But sometimes it doesn't. And
like the scripture says, put not off the Lord.
lay at the door.
Yeah. Because if you're just doing other things, instead of, your last video was 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, whatever, that means that you're putting off the Lord.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So brothers have different channels. Like I have 3 channels on the YouTube, and I know YouTube's gonna shut my shit down. But I also have Rumble, and there's another one. But those ones, like it's hard because
Odyssey?
Odyssey. So you have Odyssey and Rumble, but those ones are difficult because you're supposed to be able to patch your shit to your Rumble. You're on this channel too. And that's supposed to be a free service. How come you guys don't do that for shit for me? What they do for me is they'll take my shit down, man. And they'll take his down. And they'll take his down. And we have to make different channels. And we have to, fight with the algorithm. So, I was trying to put a short up, and it was telling me it can't load. So the short is 40 seconds, and it's telling me it can't load. So I copied down to 30 seconds, saying it can't load. I copied down to 20 seconds, it can't load. I copied down to 12 seconds, it can't load. Now I copied down to 8 seconds, and it loaded. But the whole message is like,
You got to within 8 seconds.
so man, that's hard to do because it's kind of discouraging. Like you just want to put a video, you want to do work.
Yeah, because I tried to look for your channel on Rumble and I couldn't even find it.
Yeah,
And I literally typed the exact way you have it on your channel, and I couldn't find it on Rumble. Because I made one too, though.
Yeah, and I can't find yours.
Exactly. So I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, I know you don't because I asked you, what's your channel name? Like twice. So when I do that, it's because I can't find it.
yeah. Because I screenshot it and put it in the group chat, and I see yours on the group chat too, and I couldn't find it. Yeah, I still can't. I can't find it.
Well, we're not only going against man, we're going against AI.
Yeah. I got a picture. Galatians 5:13 it says, "For brethren, ye have been called into liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another." See? You know what I'm saying? You find out, who you are. You're gonna be out there, doing the work though, man. Not doing the worldly stuff how you used to do. So, serve one another is by what? Also too, putting up the videos, man. You're edifying the sheep though, the flock though, man. You're edifying. You're putting up these videos, coming out here at camp though. Guess what? Oh, brother comes in, like, oh, brother, you don't got money for gas or something, brother? Dang, I got you for trip. Yeah, that's love, man. You know what I mean? That's true love, man. So, like I said, you become, who you are though. But if you still being the same nigga, you using so much liberty over to the flesh too much, man. Yeah. Vacationing and shit.
It's not even vacation because he stays out there for fucking 3 or 4 months, man. You want to get 2 weeks of vacation from every job.
So it's a lifestyle now.
It's a lifestyle now.
Yeah.
I bet you they got their own fucking jet.
I was gonna say a jet or something, or boat or something,
And the people in Africa don't even want your stupid ass over there.
Yeah, they didn't get fucking
They got
gas though or some shit.
Yeah, they got fucked up.
Yeah. So they don't want you there.
And you know what? I know for a fact that every brother that went with you had to pay for their own seat in the plane, had to pay for their own hotel where they stayed.
Not Nate though.
And then you guys go out to eat. Saying, and you know who does this a lot? CEOs. they'll say, I'm doing it, but they'll do private shit. You're the CEO of 2/3, Nathaniel.
Want to grab Philippians 2 and 2?
Yeah, I love Philippians. This is Philippians 2 and 2. Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind.
And really, the only people are doing that are Great Millstone, because you don't see the other camps being on one accord.
Yeah, remember they try to do that, what do they call it? And they end up fighting ICPK and IUIC. They end up fucking up one of the members.
That shit is hilarious. Because you guys are the house of Saul. Saul is envious of King David.
There's a house of Saul, but they wear different colors. But
Yeah.
they still have the same umbrella.
Like, it's a good thing when the brothers speak on the truth. You don't be cutting them off. And then start swinging them. How the hell does that make the whole community look
Bad though.
real bad?
Bad.
Yeah, because get the next verse.
Verse 3, Philippians 2 and 3. Let nothing be done through strife and vain glory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem other better than themselves.
So it says, treat the next brother better than yourself. You know, look at the apostles. You know, they're live all day. You know, all day they're just live. You know, they're treating us better than themselves.
Yep.
But they're putting us first before them.
Constant edification.
Comforting the hopeful elect.
And
They're doing that because they're going to get a higher seat. You know?
And when I go to class, I listen to working and then sometimes I get to where I'm going and I'm like, still good. And I have to do it silent. But I start listening to it because listening to the apostle is a lesson. It's a lesson, right? And then how do you apply that lesson? Maybe. Well, let's just look at how GMS dresses. You could tell that we are all hard-working people. Look how IUIC, they all wear the same shit. And look at their pants. Their pants are those pants, cargo pants, pockets, and their black boots, police issue boots. Fuck, I bet you most of those IUIC brothers are cops.
Because they have a protocol.
Right? Yeah. They got a sergeant. They got a lieutenant.
Look at that. I did not call the police station and say, hey, bro, around 10:55, y'all go there making something. I'm picking like tonight. No, today's his festival.
And it was two of them too. That passed by.
77 and 74.
I got the definition of lowliness. It says meek or humble state of mind. See, it says in the modest manner. Didn't Yahweh Shai bring himself low when he came in the donkey though? That was, it happened.
He gave up his job.
Right. Or for the poor, right? It says. Yeah.
He could have built furniture for the Romans.
Make money though. Straight money though. Yeah, that was it.
Get the next verse.
Philippians 2 and 3. Or 4. Which one do you want? Philippians 2 and 4. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others.
The things of others, is that our people are trying to get this truth. So we have to imitate them. And that's their interest, They're interested in this truth, and we have to make sure that we're giving the right truth.
And it's tangible, right? Even though you can't see it, you can't put it in your hand, you can't put it in your pocket, you can put it in your mind. and then it'll help you change, and then becomes tangible. You know?
Or like let's say we cook up a hot plate. You better get that plate while it's hot. You know?
That's the
If
same.
not-
Isn't that the same too? In the world? Get it while it's hot.
If not, that plate's gonna be tangible.
It's gonna be cold. You
It's
don't want
gonna be
no
no,
cold
for
food.
no good. You know?
Especially a steak, right? You have to eat that steak fucking sizzling.
Yeah, that's when shit's good though, you know?
All the, and I can taste it in my tongue, right? As I'm explaining it to you. That's exactly how you should be when we're explaining the scriptures. Just be in your motherfucking head.
This brother had told me before too is you gotta get air scrape the thing off the plate, all the food off the plate, you know?
Yeah.
This brother told me that.
You gotta get all the meat off the bone.
There you go. Yeah.
Just like when we have Passover's coming up. We eat all the wine. I remember I got a bottle of wine, but I liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. I didn't
last,
get
was
the,
it
I didn't
last
get
year's?
the, yeah, I didn't get the cheap shit. I didn't think about myself. Oh, I only got this. No, I got the one that was first. Not because I wanted to show off, but because I know it was going to taste good. And not only that, I didn't get anything that would go against the meat. I got the one that goes with the meat. I got the Noir, the Pinot Noir. It goes with lamb. And then we ate it, and the lamb was fucking good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
And the wine was good.
So when you were explaining it to that day though, yeah, it makes sense with everything you're saying. Like it does go with the lamb though, you know, it tastes good with the lamb. I'm like, yeah, it does good.
You ain't gonna have Pepsi with a motherfucking lamb. Pepsi is not a fucking wine. Sure, you can have Pepsi. You know what? I'm at the point where, you know, everything's fucked up. There's nothing that we can say. Oh, this is. We know this. No, all the
Air. Yeah, look at the air. I think a couple days ago I seen a bunch of chemtrails, man. Yeah, a bunch of them.
Look
Like,
at
what the
them. They're
fuck?
right there.
Yeah. And it was a straight fucking knife, man. It looked like a little kid got a paper with a crayon, just started doing fucking. That's how the sky looked. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. So the brothers, you know, right about that. Everything's polluted. I mean, it's how in Ezekiel is going to be in a place with the, you know, the food's pretty much polluted though.
And the best part about preaching the Bible is you have to be humble because you're standing this on your 10 toes. You have to be humble. There's no other way to preach. No other way. Like, sure, people come up and they'll be like, you gotta humble yourself after they talk to me. Well, this is me being humble. I'm also prepared to knock your fucking ass out or fight you. If you're bigger than me, you might beat me up. But it's not gonna be a free one. You know? It's not gonna be easy. So the reason why you think I'm not humble is because I see you as a threat. I see you as a threat when you're coming up here and talking to me about this and that, and why you're doing this and why you're doing that. I see you as a threat. And you don't understand I do this. And people don't see what I see. One time this guy was over here, he was in that fancy car, he put his finger on my chest. I seen the whole finger coming slow, and I looked at him like 5-6 times, and I'm like, what are you doing, what are you doing, what are you doing? And he put his hand on my chest,
Oh yeah.
and he said, you're just like me. And then I put my hand on his chest, and I poked him, and I put him home.
yeah.
Well, he didn't say it, but I heard him. You know, I see you as a threat, man. Don't come up to me talking about, you gotta do it like this, you gotta do it like that. I gotta do it like he said, man.
Yeah, dude said he knew of the word. That he was Israelite though, but he was still worldly though, you know?
Yeah. He's like, you guys don't have to come out here, we already know. Yeah, fuck you, man.
Yeah, that's against the scriptures, man.
So that's why people have a problem with me. They're always like, you gotta be humble. No. I am humble, you just don't see it. I see you as a threat, so I have to, you know.
There's a saying, we are not non-violent to those who are violent to us.
That's a good fucking saying. Because that's the thing. My role, I take it very serious. I protect them. And it's not because it's something that I want to do. It's just the way he built me. Like I'll notice things. These little fucking things. Oh, that tire's flat. Hey, you tired? I'll notice things. Oh, number 77 and 74. Like I notice fucking things. He made me a little bit different. But that's okay. I'm not saying that he made me better. He made us all almost the same. Little tweaks here and there. Like, I love to read. I'll if I had to do a lesson, I kind of feel sad because I want to read. And you guys know that when I'm talking about it, I'll get my own scriptures, right? That's because I love to read.
18 and 9, because it's kind of like a little story. 18, 9 to 14.
And Luke was a doctor. 9 to 18?
Yeah.
He was very smart. You can't be a stupid motherfucker and be a physician. You can't be a stupid motherfucker and be a nurse.
Oh yeah, you gotta yeah.
So this guy was like, he wasn't alive when I was walking around. He came afterwards. He was like, I heard about this great man. And he went around talking to everybody he could. Alright, so Luke 18, verses 9 through 18. Well, 9 to 14. Satan doesn't want us to come out. Sending cars, all that. Alright. Luke 18, 9, verses 9 through 14. And he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves, that they were righteous, and despised others. 2 men went up into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee, the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, God, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican. I fast twice in a week. I give tithes of all that I possess. And the publican stood far off, but not lifted up so much as his eyes, not unto heaven, but smote his breast, saying, God, be merciful unto me, a sinner. I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone that exalted himself shall be abased, and he that humbled himself shall be exalted.
The story is that the Pharisee, he was supposed to be a man of the Lord, and he was always praying and giving, he was fasting and giving tithes. But Most High didn't hear him, because he didn't consider himself,
Thought he was a perfect man.
He didn't even go the extra mile.
Yep. He thought he was just so perfect, that he was just so perfect. Better than everybody.
he didn't confess, to the Lord. Like the tax collector did.
Yeah. And the tax collector was Matthew.
He said, "Talk Most High, be merciful, because I'm a sinner." That's being humble.
That's the story of Matthew.
But hey, he's over here thinking he's gonna follow the whole law.
Yeah. He's the dude in that story,
Look at that's a good story, right? That story is about Matthew, because Matthew was a publican. He was a tax collector.
Oh, that's right.
You guys just read shit.
Yeah.
Not putting it together.
And it said that he wouldn't even look up, lift his eyes into heaven, because he was so shameful.
The word is powerful.
What do you think I am? A reed blown in the wind? You see, but let me tell you what the Pharisee was saying. He was like, the Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, and he said, Lord, I thank thee that I am not as other men.
He already considered himself saved.
Yeah, like Christians though. Yeah.
Because other men are extortioners, unjust,
The other men are the 2/3.
Yeah.
adulterers, or even as a public. And you know what? I'm a filthy dog, man, because I can't help my eyes when there's a fine hyena. Like, you Mexican women have my number. Dark hair, ugly as fuck. You have dark hair, thin waist, big boobies, and a big ass. Damn. You know how I know you got my number? Because I'm not myself when I'm around you. You know? Like, all of a sudden I'm talking, hey, hi, you know? But I'm saying that because that could be adultery. I don't know if they're married. What I'm trying to say is I can't control myself. I'm not going to go to God and say, thank you, and I'm not going to adultery. No, man. I can't help it.
It's like how it says, even though you look at the woman, you're still committing adultery.
Right, I wish I said that, right?
So that's why, you try to cover your eyes or whatever.
Yeah, that's why the thing is the woman's supposed to be covered.
Cover her fucking face. That's how we know you're married.
Yeah, right. Well, now they got a ring on their finger, but sometimes you can't even see that shit, man.
But you're still wearing the ring with the tight ass dress.
With the fucking short ass shorts. Yeah.
Crossing your legs in front of you.
It's like the internet. You can go on the internet and anybody can watch,
Or porn or whatever.
Yeah. The
Women
access,
touching
opens
themselves,
access.
or OnlyFans.
little kids can be watching that.
Yeah, they do watch that. That's why they made Roblox.
Yeah.
You see all those dangerous things?
Yeah. Well, one of the Kardashian, the son saw the sex tape of the Kim Kardashian. Well, they didn't see it, but saw the thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And that's what happens, man.
Oh.
That's why I'm telling you, be good, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Stay the fuck at home.
Yeah, that's why in the scriptures in the book of Sirach tells you not to give your daughter over liberty. The reason is because she go out there and make a mistake, though, man, and bring shame to your own household, man.
I am so glad that I was rough on my daughter. Like when she would act crazy, when would be like talk to me like, I'm gonna take her into the wall. What the fuck is that? For all my kids, man. Because I don't want to lose them to Satan.
Bro, yeah, bro, man.
So I would make myself look crazy, and then everybody would be like, you're crazy. Okay? I'm gonna be a grandpa now. She didn't do nasty things. She's not on anything, and her baby won't be looking at a thumbnail of her mom doing nasty things.
Yeah, like that kid, yeah, Roblox.
You know?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to warn you about. But you don't want to hear it. Like you don't know what the future holds.
Exactly, bro.
So why are you going up to God saying, thank you that I am not like that? Because I fast twice a week. I get tired of all that I would get. I'm not like this publicly.
This and that.
So that guy thinks he's sin free.
Exactly.
But I bet you he died like the same, died like all of us.
Exactly, yeah. I don't know if you got the story about the woman, the John 8 chapter, about the Yahweh shall tell the Pharisees would pick up the stone, and if you know what I mean? And they ended up, what? Bouncing.
They just
Walked away. Because why? Because they have sins on themselves too, though, man. They weren't all righteousness, though, you know? They're like, oh, hey, they try to, going to the law of Moses, this is an adulterous woman, you got to stone her to death. Like, all right, though. So whatever he wrote, it must have been a law. Yahweh shot on the ground. Like, all right, well, hey, you don't have a sin on you, though? Hey, throw the first stone.
Man, he's writing out all their fucking sins.
Well, yeah, because he was on the ground for a while, though, writing their sins, though, man. You know? So we know he ain't perfect, though. And that woman in that story just represented Israel, too, you know? And what he told her, hey, repent, don't sin no more, you know?
Because if that woman would have been caught cheating on him, she would have got stoned immediately.
Yeah,
She wouldn't have been alive to meet Yahusha. No, that was just a story of us growing up.
See? So if you're trying to be saved by the law, you're in that wrong spirit, though, man. You know? What about Yahusha, though? He don't matter or what? You know? The one that matters, though. And we're not saying, hey, break all the laws, though. Hold them to your best of your ability, but we know ourselves that we can't, though. Hold all the laws, though, man. 613. In this captivity, though, nah, hell no, man. Man, we just sit and walk a fucking pig right now, man. On the way over here, we're sitting right now because of their clothing, though, man. This ain't all the same clothing, man. Different material. My dad probably has like 3-4 different materials, man. So we're sitting right now as we speak, though, man. But it's not willingly, you know.
Sorry about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know how many times we go off without knowing?
We don't know.
It's so hard to be a good man nowadays. Going to the store, I feel like buying my wife something. Get a pair of pants. But people try on pairs of pants, right? But it's only when you tried that shit, now you touch it, now you're contaminated.
Defiled.
You're defiled. You're supposed to stay the fuck away for 8 days. But we didn't, man.
You think we have a house where we can put our woman in the back room when she's on the drag?
Hell.
We can't. We don't have another house. Also like
I was gonna say that's why the scripture says to rehearse the righteous acts.
just 5-11.
Yeah, so
Practice, rehearse,
so we keep practicing and we get better. And we get better at keeping the law.
Like Passover. The first Passover was kind of weak. The last Passover was pretty good. But that
There is some.
there will be one because that's how the Lord plays things out. By the time the Passover hits, something dramatic happens.
The chip might be out.
And Lord will. You know? They're already used, motherfuckers are already getting that shit already, man.
This place is dirty, man.
It's very good because I had the FD files came out though. But you know when they're doing that shit because Esau's doing something else inside though, man. Like what is he cooking up right now, you know? Like why is he putting it out right now? At that time though, what is he cooking up in the kitchen though, man? You know, what is he up his sleeve right now, you know?
Like that one song says, cook in the kitchen, cooking up a hot like. You know that place is gonna be fucking radioactive. Because he has super soldiers, genetically modified animals, robots, satellites. Just do, and I only mentioned four, but in between those four, there's a category. Esau's that wicked scientist, you know? Rational. Verse 14 and 15. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom shine as lights in the world.
That's what it comes down to, is that do all things without murmurings and disputings, that we may be blameless and harmless, and it says the sons of God. You know?
Oh,
We're the sons of God. You know?
I hate it. Everybody hates it. See, I'm against it. But then it also says, among ye shall shine as lights in the world.
You can't tell me these people right here don't shine like lights in the world, man. How special. Special.
Especially the prophets.
The Cubans especially, man, they're the best fucking boxers, man. Look at Yoel Romero.
Oh yeah, that is. They said that his neck is like,
But he's still fucking beating motherfuckers down.
yeah, and he's like, I think he's short. He's like this tall, I think.
Like 5'8". Oh, really? That
I thought he was like short. You know, I thought he was short. Oh man, that's Mighty Mouse. One of them is short.
Mighty Mouse is badass too.
Yeah, he's one of them is short though. You know, they're small.
Mighty Mouse is a short one. Yoel's
Yeah.
like 6 feet tall.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah.
But still, his neck is fucking huge.
Just like, damn. The doctors even said, where'd you find this guy at? You know, they're just surprised at how strong
They
the.
looked in his retina.
Oh yeah, that's right. His
He looked in his retina and it was healing while the fucking doctor was looking at him.
Yeah. Hey, that's power though, man.
But I share that same power. I'm gonna toot my own horn. Beep beep. I was working, putting vinyl siding on the window. Let's say this is a window. You put vinyl on the bottom so it can look nice, right? And I was going in a hurry. And I put the bottom piece, and I cut it, and it sliced my retina. And it healed the next day.
Well, it's the same story that you share on the trampoline, right?
Yeah.
When you say you broke it and you it was that same moment, right?
Yeah. Oh.
It's like
I'm not afraid to be in the moment. If I hit my hand with the hammer, the moment says cry, I'm gonna fucking cry. Ain't no way I'm gonna be like, I'll be right back. No, it's right there and there. That's why I'm saying I'm a filthy rag, because when I see that female right then and there, it's not like I'm staring at her. I'm really trying to avoid that shit. But her body's just so fucking banging. And I'm just a naughty boy. Philippians 2:14 and 15. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world.
So us shining as lights, that represents the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because we're in the middle of a perverse, crooked nation. By us having the light, we understand the law, statutes, and commandments.
Hey, and what happens when you, let's say you're asleep middle of the night, good sleep, and you have to turn on the light. Everybody's like this. So when people, the perverse nation, 2/3 will look at us, and they can't stand the light. Get out of here. That's why they'll say shit to you. They'll call you things that you know you fucking.
Because that's when we tell them the truth, and then they reject the truth.
Yeah, like who do you think you are? Hakeem Olajuwon? This ain't no basketball game, man. You're taking the fucking fast lane or fast break to the court. You don't have to swat that shit every time.
I got it. Matthew 5:16, it says, let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. That's what we're doing right now. You know?
And people will say, oh, you're a weirdo. Oh, you're J-Cat. Oh, you're this, you're that. That's because my light is bothering you.
Oh, it's too bright for them.
Too fucking bright.
Too bright for them.
And what you really hate the most is I know that my light is bright. Look at what I'm wearing. My mom said that's a ugly color. But it looks beautiful to me. I'm colorblind. I can't see the other colors. I can't see red. I can see blue. I can see brown on the tree. I can see dirt, tan. That's a white car. That's a black truck. But the Lord won't let me see different colors. Right? Well, why is that? Am I worried about it? No, because that's how he made me, right? That's how he made me. And no matter what you do, people are gonna be. Why do you believe that? All you believe in is that? Well, what you're trying to say is you're too shiny.
Bothering.
Your light is bothering you. Why can't you be like me?
Yeah, like that fucking Edomite over there that we're literally across his house and shit, you know? And
I can hear you screaming.
like, it wasn't even the fact that what we were saying aloud, it was what we were saying, but our presence that would bug him.
I told you that, right? So you guys are just here all the time.
Yeah, you started over there, but now you're fucking over here, you know? And I was just like, that's so weird, bro, you know? And it was our last day being there, you know? You know, so that's the thing though, man. So we knew our presence, that's why I told him. So you could literally hear us from inside your house though. And I was like, your house was really quiet, man. How the fuck you can hear it, but you hear the cars that were passing by are louder than us speaking. But it was our presence. Man, I would have said I would at least respect it, dude, which I don't respect, dude. If he at least had the tendency to say, well, it's because you guys are here, man. But nigga, I would have at least a little respect for you though. But because the fact that you were just being around the bush though, man, it was like, motherfucker, be real with it, man. You're a fucking man, right? You look like an ex-comic nigga.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, you know, it's like, motherfucker, be real. Our presence, be real. Tell us that us being here, you don't like it, man. Instead of using, we're too loud. or you're over there and you're over here. Motherfucker, shut the fuck up, man, and you should have been real with it, man.
Yeah.
You know? And I didn't push the issue because that was literally our last day there.
Hey, you ain't gonna see me.
I even told dude though, man, and we're gonna move somewhere else. But that's the thing, man. Our shyness, our brightness was bugging that Edomite. Now that motherfucker don't even live there, I think.
No, that house got condemned.
Yeah, it's condemned. Yeah, boarded up and shit, man.
And it's always you fucking ex-con, man. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, dude, you've been living with other men for how long? I don't know how long.
Showering and
You
shit.
probably get boners looking at them. You know? And that's true. I'm not lying. I'm not saying things. I'm not inventing lies. There's these people called the Beauty Bandit. They always do fucking podcasts on them, and they always ask me questions. And the first thing he said is, I was never like this. First time I ever had sex was with a man.
Crazy though, man.
That's weird.
Crazy.
And the whole thing is there's a large percentage of people that are actually weirdos in there. They got pedophiles and everything.
Yeah, shit about homo thugs. The Tupac niggas in there. Homo thugs.
How you gonna be in a system where they call you gay dog?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what zesty meant until I said it and my sons were laughing at me. I was playing video games and I'm like killing people and I'm doing good and I'm like, yeah, I'm the zestiest motherfucker. And
Oh yeah. They told you? Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah, you sure are. But I didn't know what that meant. They told me what it meant and I was, oh shit.
Yeah, because now in terms it's a different term. I remember back, but I know what you're talking about because zesty represented like you being clean, like you're like, you know? It's just, yeah. But now they got a new term as being a gay, you know?
There's even a soap called Zest.
Yeah. Zesty, yeah.
And then
yeah,
bad-
right, because clean, right? Yeah, the soap,
and
yeah.
then bad doesn't mean bad, like good,
Yeah.
like awesome anymore. Like it's like changing things. And the first place they change is in the prison system. Then you come out, and then you don't know how to act with civilized people. So you're like, oh, you're a J-kid, oh, you're a weirdo. You maybe that's because you don't understand and you're dirtier than me. I'm dirty, but you're dirtier than me. You still get clean. It's hard because you're gonna be like, first of all, you're in a place where you can't control who fucking neighbor is. You can't control who your cellie is.
Control your food, control fucking where you shower, who are you gonna shower with at a certain time, the yard, and all this other shit, man. You treat it like a little kid in school, man. Who the fuck wants to go through that?
And that's a place where you could have been beefing with your cellie in the streets, but you guys are both in the same gang
You guys
now.
gotta be cool now.
You gotta be cool now.
That's crazy. This guy killed your cousin or some shit.
And then you guys
Can't do
get
that.
out of jail, and you killed my cousin, and then you guys fuck each other up. But when you're in prison, you respect each other.
Yeah. You see that movie Blood In, Blood Out? Probably right there. He smoked spider, Nico smoked spider. Oh, you that week smoked spider? Yeah, and he had Popeye had to explain to him, here we all gotta click up together.
Yeah.
Look how Nico acted.
Well, it was cool with Popeye. Popeye was like,
Yeah, see? It always goes back to fucking some gay shit, man. Prison. So you motherfuckers that like going in there, those guys are zesty, man. You know, people that come out of the prison and glorify it though, man, what the fuck is there to
That's
glorify, man?
that's
It'd
zestiness.
be like, hey, motherfucker, don't go in there, man. I've been there and done that, man. Don't fucking go in there, though. Nah, they glorify like it's cool to go back in there and come out. A
there's
crash
a-
out is fucking cool now.
And there's a small percentage of people in there that manage to hold on to their integrity.
Small, though. Small amount. Yeah.
And at what cost? See, the scripture is the same way. Once you get into the truth, you cannot get out.
You gotta be the same. Man. You know all this knowledge and understanding, though. How do you function back in the world, though? You know? Well, you know, in scripture talks about prisoner of hope, right? You gotta be prisoner of a hope, man.
And if you ever been to jail, I've been in jail. You know that's the first stage of things going bad.
Oh, yeah.
Because they'll put you in a holding cell with everybody. Whites, blacks, Asians. And the Mexicans have more white. They got the Bulldogs, they got the Northerners. got the Southerners, got the
White
White
Sox.
Sox. So, and I was told, if you ever go in there, be with the White Sox. Of course. Right? I'll listen to it. That's good advice. But then you got so many factions in there that you come out and you're like, and I can see it. You're cuckoo because things that we say as free men bother you. Like, and it's not even that bad. Like, we'll be like, yeah, but that's fucking, I don't want to do that. And then you'll be like,
Yeah, there's some motherfuckers still making what do they call them again? Yeah, what they call them in there though? They come out, put everything, all the, it's called with the S though, they put everything together, to make it into burrito. But, yeah, no, they call it, yeah, like like they come out though, and they still be making like if they're still in there, making the food and shit,
you get a bucket, fill it with hot water, get a plastic bag, put the food in the bag, dip it in the hot water, and it gets cooked like that.
And the motherfuckers out here and have a whole ass kitchen though, and they're still doing it like that, home jail style. Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
I was working with the dude, and it was lunchtime, and we were all hungry, and he was like, yeah, well, I'm gonna make some food.
Spread, it's called spread. There you go.
Yeah, spread.
Spread, there you go. Spread.
And then I was hungry. I was like, you want a burrito? And I was hungry for a burrito, right? You put that picture in my head, a burrito. Tortilla, meat, bean, wrapped up. This dude had a tortilla, yeah. But he had top ramen, corn nuts.
Yeah, it's, yeah. Oh, I did put hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos. Crunch that shit up. That's as close as you can get to. Now, I'm not knocking it. Because when you have to, you have to. But I don't have to right now.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's spread. It's called spread.
A spread to me is like something that you want to do. Like a bucket of fried chicken, mashed potatoes, whole pot. That's a spread.
See these people. They come out with that mentality still, man.
Yeah, you need to come out with the spiritual mentality. Daniel 12 and 3. And they that be wise shall shine as brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to the righteousness as the stars forever and ever. Daniel 12 and 3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. Man.
The only way you can shine is you have to turn many to righteousness. Trying to turn many to righteousness.
Yeah, because even the wicked have their own light, though, man.
Oh, man, the wicked have more than us. That was a good lesson. But, if you're going to be wise in the scriptures.
So with that, we hope it's edifying. I want to give all praise to the Lord. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone camp, for teaching us the truth of the Bible.